Welcome to another episode of Decoded. I'm your boy, GNL Zamba. This is an episode where we try to get behind the lyrics, tell the stories that brought about the songs, and get into the semantics of the syllables, breaking everything down. And some of these songs are some of my fans' favorites. So today, the song that I'm going to be breaking down is called MWANA wa BAABA, off my album KOYIKOYI, The Riddles of Life. Let's go! All righty. Where do I start with MWANA wa BAABA? This is one of my favorite songs. Actually, I think I say that a lot, but it's because all of my songs are my babies. But MWANA wa BAABA, it was more of the discovery of what I could do and how I was going to do it. And now I was following a formula. It's just like Einstein discovering the formula of relativity, and now he's using it to decode or like to reverse engineer things. And for me, discovering the formula of how I was going to get to the masses of Uganda was really huge. It was that eureka moment that I discovered that, oh, wano webagala okuyitira so wano mbalina. So by the time I got to writing this song, it's a song that wrote itself. I was looking for bridging the gap between tradition and modernity, young people and the old people, and the Maganda dance or the Chiganda dance was right there hidden in plain sight. And I'd never done a song like this. So it was, I think, the first time experimenting in this direction for Lugaflow Uganda. So what we did was MWANA wa BAABA, which basically, most people say MWANA wa BAABA as a term of endearment in our society, meaning my elder's son or my elder's child. But it also means like my dear. You get me? So MWANA wa BAABA, the verse 1 goes like this. Ndi rwapa wa masali nyambalanga kalidinali microphone muhamadali mpaka dali wemidali rap webere mere muwala yenze kanzali bwembera muluwali njogera Luganda nga muluwanya muli twale eri nkugamba ntino twaliza muli ndi muzukulu wa kintu mutabani wa Nambi GNL Zamba yenzali ku lutambi nga sukali bwa womere ebikenembi bwembera mu ngome nganda nange mbera wakabi nga komando bwabera mu filimu enjogerere emphasis nga Bale France nsaso mama ulire bakijana kamba nywegere beat kempanirire rhymes bakalire nga katunkuma avezaire Lugaflow kweno beat kabiriti kumandule tuba sabulanga chiboko za Mbuli. Oh, you get me? So the whole verse is, I wanted to bring my personality to the song and to the music. I find that so many people, so many rappers, when they get onto songs that are not traditionally hip-hop, they lose themselves in what they went to, what they discovered, basically. But on this song, I stayed GNL and brought my personality to the traditional music or to the traditional rhythm. And I was saying the rapper wa Masali, like most people who know me know that I'm a playful guy, facetious, you know. I love people's company. I love hanging out with people. I study people actually to have a good time. Like I could go to a bar where there's so much chaos and I'll just stand in a corner and just people watch with a favorite drink. To me, that's one of my favorite things to do. So this song kind of shows off my personality of, I love the bragging, I love playing, I love dishing it out, I love receiving it, you know, pause. But yes, this particular song became number one because we did not even promote it, but because in people's hearts it spoke truth to them. I'm introducing myself on the song. Ndi muzukulu wa kintu mwana wa Nambi. That shows you my roots and where I'm from. The first Buganda king or the first Buganda original. Our Eve was Nambi and our Adam was Chintu. So on the song, I also show you my roots to show you that this brilliance comes from somewhere, which is really important for me because I want to be rooted in my culture. I want to be rooted in my music. Bagamba, to know where you're from, you need to know where you're going, you need to know where you're from. So I had to first show people where I'm from in order to show them where I was going. Ladies and gentlemen, Decoded episode 3, your boy GNL Zamba, MWANA wa BAABA, verse 2. si twagenda mu kibira si ne tusangayo erisajja ne limbuuza okola ki ku ttaka lya Ssaabasajja okuziza n'agaviiri kirabika ova mu Uganda sooka gw'ombulira omuti mwe bakubajja laba GNL we mumenyera amannya g'abajjajja ndi muzzukulu wa Tupac eyeebase California ndowooza n'ebisoko obiwulira nfuuse siniya ndi mutabani wa Ssemakulu eyasibuka eyo ekyaggwe jjajja wange Lupia yasooka okukola ekyangwe ewa Ssaabasajja size kukyala wabula gye nsibuka enviiri zisiba kubanga nkyalimu obuvubuka ndi wakika ky'ab'amazina abeddira amasuuka GNL akusuulira siranga naawe n'omenyeka abadde asunguwadde kati olaba bw'osanyuka jangu ekola olabe ebiwato bwe bikyuka. So that was verse 2, and on verse 2 I utilize so many memories from my childhood to write my lyrics. So when I was listening to stories from my grandmother, who is a great influence on my storytelling, because she was always animated in the way that she told stories. Whenever they told us stories about the forest, there was always a zike, which also explains the background, Baboon Forest Entertainment. The very first verse, the second verse talks about us going to the forest and finding the guardian of the forest. And the guardian of the forest is asking us, who are you? Introduce yourself. If you're a man of the king, why do you have all this long plaited hair? You know, like all of these other questions. And traditionally in Buganda, we take okulanya. So okulanya is where you say, I'm a grandson of so-and-so. I'm a son of so-and-so. Who is the son? You mention your grandfather's name. Then you mention your great-grandfather's name. And the far back you can go, the more bragging rights you have. So on this one, I'm being playful. I'm like, I'm a son of Tupac. I'm a son of Tupac from California. I'm a son of Semakula from Chagwe. My grandfather invented hygiene, basically, and hygiene products. It's very, very playful, but it also underlying all of that humor lies the pride in our culture and an attempt to take it further, which plays into the theme of the album, which was about bridging a people, the young and the old, tradition and the modern times. So there is where in that very lyric, Bambuza, Racho Chasben Viriam, like in Chari Mobuvubuka, I'm saying, I love the youth that comes along with this territory, right? Like the individuality in me has to express itself because that's the youthfulness in me. And yes, like I said, I love this song. This song is one of my favorites to perform. And usually in the arc of the show, right? You begin off with a bang, grand opening, reggae. And then there's where I like to get people into a groove where I want them to listen to me. That's where I grab their attention from. And right where I want them to again climb with me, right? I usually perform this song, MWANA wa BAABA. And most of the people, it's like automatic. It's already in them. It's written in their DNA that whenever I drop this song, all of them just get up and start dancing. So that's MWANA wa BAABA for you. Verse 2 here on Decoded, Baboon Forest Entertainment, the network. Your boy GNL Zamba. I'm sipping on my favorite drink right now, which is a coffee latte. Right here in the Baboon Forest, talking about the lyrics, the syllables, the semantics, the linguistics, and the creativity that goes into albums, that goes into music. Right now, it's Decoded episode 3, and this is verse 3. So off of the KOYIKOYI album is the song MWANA wa BAABA, and the third verse starts like, Chapiriwo GNL nzakyali kumpewo Luganda rhymes lyanga kasangwawo ne bw'obanga oleeta grade tonsendawo ndi wakyewunyo nga barapa pe nasangawo bw'owulira enduulu nga tewali mugisu gwe basala mbalu GNL yenza abakuba abateesi kifaalu ebisoko bwe mbirya bampita kalimululu ate ebitontome mbiwuutanga supu ku ssekukulu owakabi GNL nzakyali kumpewo Luganda rhymes lyanga kasangwawo ne bw'obanga oleeta grade tonsendawo ndi wakyewunyo nga rapa be nasangawo bw'owulira enduulu nga tewali mugisu gwe basala mbalu GNL yenza abakuba abateesi kifaalu ebisoko bwe mbirya bampita kalimululu ate ebitontome mbiwuutanga supu ku ssekukulu. So the third verse is usually the climax, but for the way we designed this song, we had some sort of a break, some sort of a break. Like most traditional dances in Uganda or Buganda, or even in African culture, usually have 3 stages, right? You have the introduction, then you have the long verses in the middle, which are like multi-rhythmic, right? And then you have a break in the middle where people change the style of dance that they're giving you, and then they'll get to those are the ancestors protecting my cup of coffee. Yeah. So you get to the third part where everybody just like sweats it out. Like it's a very spiritual thing to watch when people are sweating out, right? And dancing is almost like an exorcism of sorts. So this is the third verse. We place the third verse right in that groove. And I'm saying, Chapiriwo GNL Nzachali Kumpewo. Here I'm talking about, I think as an MC, I wanted to talk about my longevity. That I'm still on the microphone, you get me? Like, I didn't know even how I predicted it, but this being my first album, I knew I would still be here, you get me? So I say, Chapiriwo GNL Nzachali Kumpewo. Luganda rhymes Rianga Kasangwao, like, it's still your dude, the original G, still on the microphone, and I'm still giving you these Luganda rhymes like I'm a Kasangwao. Kasangwao refers to the original people of the land, right? Other people migrated here, other clans migrated here, but the original people of this land between the Rift Valley, the beautiful land that you now call Uganda, I'm saying, I'm speaking like them. I'm on their frequency. And I'm saying no matter how much people try to take me away, even if it's the strength of a grader or a crane, I'm going nowhere because I'm rooted and it's authentic, and I'm going to keep on giving you this beauty. So it comes from a very like switched on consciousness to know who you are and where you want to go, knowing your strength and standing in your strength, walking in love and, giving people the frequencies to elevate on, or the vibration. You let it come through you, and then you channel it to the public. You get me? To the crowd, to the community. Know what I mean? So, in writing this song, I wanted it to be a dance song, but I also didn't want to sacrifice my MC-ness, and I also didn't want to. I wanted my traditional GNL MC, my personality to show all through the song. And I think we managed to achieve that. Shout outs to the producers who worked with me on this one. I had Benon, I had Ouma who played the traditional instruments. And I think it was Jude who did Jude also worked a little bit on this project. And yeah, this is where we are. Some of the building blocks of this beautiful culture of Lugaflow in Uganda that we now see. Decoded, episode 3, your boy GNL Zamba and Siafene Miridwano here at the Baboon Forest Network. The syllables, the lyrics, the inspiration, the stories. Analuleta.